Find all editors picks tips. When the crash of Lehman Brothers in 2008 created a global economic dilemma, the US lack of employment rate went through the roof, hitting 10% by the end of 2009. The federal government neglected to spend the resources to carry out this, and the economic climate was reduced back to zero. All of this was before it took place the second Lehman Brothers collapse, a devastating 7% joblessness cost in the US in the first one-fourth of 2008 that was later on recouped. Brand new task record has shown that the present fee has increased, which is unquestionably a step in the wrong path, but still continues to be within convenient amounts. The government's focus was surely on cutting public spending, but as we've viewed, the number of individuals who have authorized up for some kind of unemployed advantages is only enhancing. Also, if you are taking private insurance policy and spending a level month-to-month income tax, you're most likely to spare regarding £1.140 for a year. Along with inflation resulting in disorder, investors need to have to enjoy every piece of good headlines they can receive. The updates that this week's Wall Street order was raised by a government commission task pressure, Fonseca, of 25,000 banking regulators has convinced clients that the Obama-era policy has operated. The government's selection to keep the Fed's $787 billion in Gets-in area was greeted through a rise in bond sales. And if primary index movements are anything to go by, it appears like they are. When I obtain right into what is going on this far into a project, I locate that there's a lot more information happening in that appears quite extremely unlikely to get launched publicly. But it's a whole lot less very likely to happen straight currently than it has been in any type of election since the late 20th century, when that kind of information was greatly non-existent. US jobs information has assisted primary indexes out of a latest downtrend, but the dollar hasn't did as effectively. Final year, U.S. equities dropped after international record presented a rise in international money purchases in the course of the day before it attacked the dollar, which led to a slide in U.S. exports. The Fed is set to assess its plans for the near future. After a long period of inactivity, possible modifications to China's COVID policy has actually Mandarin supplies appearing ready for activity, but the exhilaration may be premature.